Hey there, Lady Val here, and I welcome you back to On the Far Side of Whimsy. I'm here today to share my design team project that I've been working on during the month of October. The group that I am with is Junk Journal Fix with SunflowersAndDors, and I'm one of the lucky people to be on Mandy Reed's design team. So one of her beautiful kits that I was able to work with this October is called Steampunk Blue. So this is my Steampunk Blue Folio, and I named it Annabelle because of this lovely lady you see on the front, and you'll see her inside as well. So this is it's really a little folio more than it is a junk journal. But the front here is decorated with some filigree corners. We have a ball chain that connects to these metal gears on the front, and on the side, on the spine, there is some blue lace that matches the blue in the kit and some more metal gears. So when you open, it's got a whale tail tab here with a little key and some more decoration here with a little key ring. And when you open it up on the inside, we have a blueprint tag that is, just a spot for journaling. And underneath there is a clock that is decorated with some more, these are little clock hands and some cogs and a brad in the middle. And this is a little pocket that was added on here. Now, what I did for this folio is I cut out or cut around some of the main pictures in the kit and put them together with fabric. So you'll see that each piece is connected with fabric. I left some of them short like this to make pockets, and this one is decorated with one of the pockets from the kit, a little owl with more metal cogs and so forth. And inside, I cut out one of the bees, the steampunk bees from the kit, and I decorated this. Some of the decoration I had because I've done another steampunk project in the past. So this is actually Annabelle here, and she's decorated. I used some, I had this butterfly, and she's got her, wheels and cogs and so forth decorating. And I took some of the luster and did her hair. It probably doesn't pick it up on camera, but it's all done with the luster, and I did around the edges as well. And this is the filigree. I used silver and copper and gold, so there's a combination of all three. And there's another little key there. So now this part all pulls out because it's actually like an accordion. So on the back we have another view of Annabelle, and this part flips down, and can't really see it too well. There's some writing space on the back, and we have more writing space here, and then we have a little pocket where you can write on this little insert. And then on this side is the steampunk bee that's decorated with copper embellishments, and his little tail stinger is a clock hand, which opens up a little compartment that just says imagine. And that was just for a little bit of interest there. Now each page that I did was backed with something, because like I said, I cut around, in this case it was the bee, and then I backed it with different steampunk pages. And again, they're all joined with fabric. So the next page is the hot air balloons, and this one it's actually was a hot air balloon that I cut out, but I also put a rub-on on top of it just to define it a little bit more. So there's different hot air balloons. We have a little clock on there, and we have our little steampunk cat that has a metal monocle there. Then I added in the middle, well, it's not quite the middle, but almost the middle, I added a little journaling notebook. And again, I used the fabric to reinforce it, and I put several pages of writing paper and just adorned it with some steampunk stickers. So there's that entire writing page there. So on the back of the first section, when you fold it out, we've got this page that has a little tuck spot with a couple small tags, and this is the clock page. There's stamped clocks. This clock was cut out, half cut out, and put over onto the front page. And then we have some metal clocks. And up here I put a well, it's kind of a safety pin. It's those safety pins that don't have, they're just open. And I put 3 different charms on there. So, and then the next page is a little page that has the owl behind the doors, these green antique doors. And we have a little charm here that hangs down, and then some more metal, cogs and wheels and embellishments there. And that one's stuck. There we go. And then that brings us back to Annabelle. So on the other side, we have our page with the train, with our steam powered train. And then we head over to our butterfly, or actually, I'm sorry, it's not a butterfly, it's a dragonfly. And this has, I used the fishing twirls, or whatever they're called. I'm not a fisherman, but yeah, they twirl. And I put some little cogs on the end of that. I also used one of these little, make these with jump rings and, either Mod Podge or some kind of thing to fill it in and seal it. I added feathers behind here and made this 3D. This is also has some of the frosted embellishing powder or embossing powder on it. It's, again, probably not picking up on camera, but that's what I did with that and tried to make it as 3D as possible. And then I made the second one a little 3D as well. And then the next one over here is just a little pocket. We've got this one I made out of the envelope, and it was on the page if you all saw that one. And there's tags from the kit. And then this is a light bulb tag I added. And here we have the street lamp, the gas lamps that they had back in that day. And the first electric light bulbs was the big thing when the street lamps were lit up with light bulbs instead of gas lamps. And then the next page we have our owl belly band. And in the belly band I just attached 4 of the file cards from the kit, and I did a little stenciling on the back. And this belly band has the owl's face on it, and it opens up, and there's the owl underneath. And this is attached with Velcro, and it's got a little key here, key and a cog. Then the next page is a double little pocket from the kit. There is the Steampunk Bee and the Steampunk Bird with some other little embellishments, and we have some tags in the pockets. And on the other side, we have our, talking about the light bulbs, we have the light bulb here attached to the clock. We have a little chain here and the cogs. It was attached with some brads. And we have a little owl tag. It has the dragonfly pocket on the back with a couple little journaling cards, tags in there. And then on the other side, I'm going to pull this over a little bit, we have this clock page that's embellished with the metal gears and cogs. And then we have the steampunk door. This was kind of a fun one because I made a little keychain. It's actually a little key ring, and attached it to the door with a brad. And then on this page, I made a shaker card because I was so excited about getting a brown envelope in my junk mail, and I made that other little pocket with the upper part, and this was the window part. I made a little shaker card that has little stars and little gold squares in it. And then I also made a little booklet, more writing space. It's got some gears on the front, metal gears. And you open it up, and it's got a little writing pad. And then we have some tags. And then this was decorated also. And this was the little pocket from the kit. There's Annabelle again. And then this was one of the monthly daily drops. I just took a piece of that to back it. And on this page we have our goggles, and we have our top hat. These are all definite steampunk things that you see all the time. And the next page is our bird, Steampunk Bird, and he flips out. He's backed on a little bit of tulle, and he has a feather, and his beak is another clock hand. And he's got some gears. And it opens up, and there's his twin underneath, Curiosity. And this last page is a pullout. We have this was from the Daily Drop, and this is a twist tab. And I just closed it with a little tiny paper clip that's got a little clock on it. And this opens up. It opens this way, and you have another writing spot. So that is my folio, my Annabelle Steampunk folio. This was a lot of fun to make, and things are so easy to make with Mandy's beautiful papers. I mean, to tell you, she has a wonderful selection. And if you are interested in this or any of her other kits, they are available in her Etsy store at SunflowersAndDors. So please go on over and take a peek. And thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed seeing my final project here. It was a lot of fun, and I'm all ready for November. So see you back here next time. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.